and we're doing something different today. We're gonna try to see if we can get a video for my channel and a video for his channel simultaneously. I know a lot of people do it. Well, a few people do it.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting. Royal Rumble was awesome.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Royal Rumble was really good, and the whole Royal Rumble weekend was really good. Worlds Collide was amazing. The Royal Rumble itself was amazing. There's Big Ben. And yeah, I would say definitely a good start for pay-per-views, like at least the big four pay-per-views. I know that was a talk of like big atmosphere as far as it being in like a baseball stadium again, kind of that WrestleMania feel, if you will, which I know they talked about last year with the Royal Rumble being at Chase Field, and then this year with it being at Minute Maid Park. And it did have that really, it had that extra something special to it.
Yeah.
Where you go, wow, this is awesome.
Yeah. And I think that more and more each year it's going to be even better because we're starting to get back to stadiums and shit like that. Fields, I guess. And like baseball fields, and I think that it's going to be even more exciting as we go along. As for Tampa, I'm not sure what they're planning. Very happy that Drew McIntyre won.
For sure.
Very happy for that, and I think that this will be interesting. I think everyone will say that Brock Lesnar is going to win. If you're watching The Bump, like I have, I don't know, you probably did.
Right.
Yeah, Bubba Ray Dudley on there.
Yeah.
Which I thought was pretty cool. He said, I have to disagree. I mean, I agree that she was a gymnast and she worked her ass off. But he said that Charlotte Flair deserved to win the Rumble. I just don't. I mean, look. She was a Grand Slam champion for the women.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
But I don't agree with. Because I think there was more opportunity for somebody else to get the win. You had Asuka, not Asuka, you had Nikki Cross or Alexa Bliss. Hell, Naomi's from Florida. You could have had Naomi.
Oh, yeah, for sure. And see, that's the thing. Yes, it has been quite a little while since Charlotte has held a title again, but at the same time, it's like, why are they giving Charlotte another opportunity at the pardon me, at the championship?
Right.
Like, she's already held the title 10 times. Give somebody else an opportunity with it,
Yeah. And there was some speculation about Sasha not being at the Rumble. My opinion being, I don't really like her, but she was apparently working on a rap album.
Or so that's what we hear.
Not sure about that, but whatever. Drew McIntyre more than deserves to win. I just hope that they go with it. It's, yeah, he's a big guy. He's what Vince wanted. And by the way, he was the chosen one.
Exactly. And I had read that apparently there were plans for Brock to win the Rumble on Sunday, but I guess Paul Heyman went to Vince and was like, have McIntyre eliminate Brock and then have Brock win. Or no, sorry. It was originally planned for Roman to win the Rumble, not Brock. Roman win the Rumble, have McIntyre eliminate Brock, but yet have Roman win the Rumble. And it was Heyman that went to Vince. Was like, we'll have McIntyre win the Rumble, and then, have him have McIntyre eliminate Brock, and then have McIntyre win the Rumble.
Yeah.
And so that's what they went with.
Yeah.
I guess Vince okayed it.
Oh, I just think that somebody's going on the can again.
Yeah, really.
I just think that with Nakamura, it was like, yeah, there was a chance he wasn't gonna beat AJ for the title. So with McIntyre, look, he's a huge guy. Well, tall, muscly, whatever. He's what the company would want, and he could really put up a fight with Brock. Now, doing the Claymore kick, look, I think that it would be interesting because he took Brock Lesnar out. At the Rumble, I can't wait to see what else happens.
Oh, yeah, for sure. And I will have to say, I commend Heyman for being like, let's have McIntyre eliminate Brock and then have McIntyre go on to win the Rumble. I don't know if the plan was already in the works to have McIntyre eliminate Brock, but his idea to elaborate on that in a sense, and then have McIntyre go on to win the Rumble, I think is a good idea.
I missed the beginning of Raw, but I know that there was a beatdown with Lesnar doing the F5 to Drew. So
Yes.
there's that. Edge returned.
Yes.
I think that was a good speech explanation that he did,
Yes.
Now, the fact that I say that I stopped watching Raw, I think it's WrestleMania season. I think it's time to get back into watching it because it is, that McIntyre is the Rumble winner, and now there's going to be a new feud with Orton and Edge.
Yes, for sure.
What did you think about the end of Raw?
When they had Edge eliminate Randy from the Rumble, and then Edge come out and make this whole speech about, I retired 8 years ago, and I went off and did my own thing, and was on TV shows and stuff like that, and then over the last little while, I've been feeling good, and there was that what if that came into my mind as to what if I came back? And what if I wrestled again? And, what if I faced this person? What if I faced that person? And so on and so forth. So he went and got the triple neck fusion and then worked his ass off to come back. And when they had Edge spear Elias SummerSlam last year in Toronto, that was the spark of something, I feel, but there wasn't necessarily any real indication of Edge 100% coming back until he competed in the Royal Rumble match, and then on Monday was like, yeah, I went through the process of having triple neck fusion surgery, worked my butt off to come back so I can have however many more matches and end my career on my terms. And the thing that I really found interesting, you could say, Edge is 46 years old.
Yeah. Well, he definitely looks rough. I mean, obviously age, but yeah, he looks rough. I think what interested me is when he said he had those headaches. You can watch his matches back and he has the veins in his head.
Right, yeah, yeah.
Apparently that means that he had those headaches, I guess.
Right, yeah.
But fuck, look at his wife. And his wife competed in the Rumble and she had busted open in the back of her head.
Yeah. I had seen that, well, there was a video posted by one of the wrestling observers, and apparently that incident wasn't supposed to happen, but didn't really notice what happened at first.
No.
And then sometime later find out that, like, I think it might have been like Shayna Baszler was going to attempt to eliminate Beth, and Beth's head went back and hit the top of the ring post.
Oh.
And, gave her pretty nice gouge or whatever in the back of her head. Now, I don't know how many, like, staples or stitches or whatever that would have required, but yeah, she got a good one in the back of her head. But continuing my thought, though,
Yeah.
I've had to go through the process of having this neck surgery, and so he can come back and have matches, and he's talking about seeing familiar faces and some new faces, and then have Edge come or have Randy come out and hug him and be like, when there were points in my life and in my career where I was like at a low and no one else really was able wanted to help me out. You were the one that helped me out.
Yeah.
And then he was like, you had some what ifs. I had a what if of my own. What if we got Rated RKO back together?
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, that's pretty cool, get them back together. They were a hell of a tag team, of course. Remember their rivalry with DX and
Yeah.
what that was like. And then, have Randy drop Edge with an RKO, and it's like, okay, Randy's still better about the elimination on Sunday at the Rumble, but then, continue it on and have Randy conflicted as to, like, whether or not he's going to come off the ropes and stomp on the chair on Edge's head, and then ultimately he does the concerto, and then eventually just leaves. And it's like, as great as it was seeing Team Rated RKO and them as a team and them having the tag titles and what have you, Randy never faced Edge, and Edge never faced Randy in their career.
No.
The times they were in WWE together,
They never faced each other.
they never wrestled each other.
No.
And so it's like, alright, start that going and lead into a feud with them, and maybe they'll take it to Mania.
Yeah, I think that's what's going to happen. But looking at the Randy putting the chair on his neck and going on the top rope, that could be, considered a work shoot. Think about it. If he jumps off the top rope and re-injures Edge's neck, or Adam's neck, if you will, then they're screwed.
Basically, yeah.
So that's why he hesitated.
Yeah, you could see that. But, that it is, it is what it is, and we'll see what happens in the upcoming weeks.
Oh, we have at least 2 matches set for Mania.
Yeah.
And you sent me a video of Ronda Rousey and her reaction.
Yeah, that was funny.
Yeah.
Some, like, Ronda was watching the Royal Rumble at her house, and somebody was there with her, recording her reactions to Shayna Baszler being in the Rumble.
Yeah.
And it's like, she's so animated and over the top, and when I wrote what I said when I posted the video, it's true. And else, like, in my mind, it was funny, and it's also true when you really think about it. Jesus, watching that video, she swears as much as we do when we do a
Fucking
Fury
right,
video.
yeah.
Sometimes, like, holy fuck.
Fucking right. And yeah, she agreed with us. Well, yeah, she agreed with us. Like, really? Shayna and Baszler could have won the Rumble.
Oh, for sure.
But, yeah, who knows what'll happen. I guess that backfired.
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah, so I thought this was an idea for us to do back-to-back videos. I bring my camera up here, and we'll see how it goes. I see people do it too, mostly for ASMR videos, but
Yeah.
it seemed like a good idea at the time.
You know, watching the Royal Rumble on Sunday, okay, 2 things. One, I mentioned to you, and I mentioned it here in the video. You watched the Royal Rumble. It was a great event, great show, lots of really great matches. But as far as, like, pyro is concerned, Edge was the only one that got pyro in his entrance when he entered the Rumble. Secondly, 2 biggest pops of the night, as far as I'm concerned, McIntyre eliminating Brock and Edge returning.
Yes. Yeah, I really enjoyed that. I mean, I popped for that. And like I said, my review video, I would have left after seeing Lesnar eliminate, like, the 3rd person. But I thought, nah, I better stay. It'll be good.